So Brie Larson's Captain Marvel is back in the headlines again. That's right, Showbiz Cheat Sheet had an article which we're going to go over real quick today, talking about a petition to recast Captain Marvel, replace Brie Larson with what? Yeah, they want to replace her with Monica Rambeau. Yeah, she used to be Captain Marvel. No, that's Marvel. That was the guy. Not in the movie. No, that was Annette Bening. She's married to Warren Beatty. He played Dick Tracy. Remember? He rapped. He had a thing for Halle Berry. What's Brie Larson we're talking about? Yeah, she's going to be Captain Marvel again. I don't like it either. I don't like her. She doesn't smile enough. Captain Marvel 2. A shocking number of fans want Brie Larson replaced. This is from Perry Carpenter. Yesterday, January 17th, 2020, Brie Larson is facing a surprising amount of hate for Captain Marvel. The 2019 film grossed over $1 billion at the box office and was easily one of the studio's most successful standalone movies to date. Despite the success, there are a shocking number of fans who want Marvel to replace Larson as Carol Danvers. Why do so many Marvel fans want Larson out? That might be because Brie Larson is one of the most polarizing individuals to ever take on a role at Marvel. And she didn't even wait until she was already established in the role. That's the problem with this entire situation, is this really wasn't anything that, I'm sorry, you can't blame trolls and Russian bots. You realigned Rotten Tomatoes entirely to protect a movie. And people that say that we're wearing tinfoil hats when we say that. President of Fandango worked for Disney for 12 years and Fandango owns Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes moved the goalpost to protect Captain Marvel. Deleted thousands and thousands of reviews, which was documented by multiple accounts on people on Twitter, YouTube, that really was paying attention to this. I mean, thousands of reviews disappear from 8 o'clock in the morning until like 6 o'clock in the afternoon or in the evening. So there was plenty. Plus her comments were very polarizing.
By the people that these films were made for. I do not need a 40-year-old white dude to tell me what didn't work for him about A Wrinkle in Time. It wasn't made for him.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Marvel fans started a petition to fire Larson as Captain Marvel. Larson faced a lot of backlash when she was first cast to play Carol in Captain Marvel. Some of that criticism died down following the popularity of the film. Okay, normies went to see that because it was shoehorned in between Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, two of the biggest movies of the last 10 years. And Captain Marvel had a post-credit scene in Infinity War where it made it look like she was going to be so important moving forward. The character only was in the movie Endgame for 15 minutes. Endgame was released about a month after Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel hit $1 billion, right? Okay, so normies, like I said, the normies were out in force because it wasn't a great movie. And I can remove everything I have against Brie Larson out of that equation because the movie just wasn't good. It was a 5 out of 10 at best. It was just a shade. It was right around the same vein as Thor: The Dark World there. We'll put it right there. According to We Got This Covered, fans have started an online petition to convince Marvel to fire Larson. So far, that petition has close to 30,000 signatures, and that number is steadily rising. This isn't going to go anywhere, but it's just kind of funny that people are actually doing this because of why they're doing it. Fans who launched the campaign want Larson out in favor of someone who better represents the LGBTQ community. They would also like to see a woman of color get the part, which is in reference to Monica Rambeau's run from the comics. At Darby Andrews 78, another report today saying that fans are asking for Marvel to replace Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. Why? What has Brie done wrong to them?
Thank you very much.
Wow. We need Brie Larson to step down from her role to prove she is an ally of social justice and ensure a gay woman of color plays the role. Monica, the original female and black Captain Marvel, instead of whitewashing characters for the benefit of straight white men running Disney, the petition stated. The people that you're virtue signaling and pretending to be an ally for, Brie, come back and they bite you in the ass that you don't have. Fans also slammed Larson for not donating money to charities outside of the Motion Picture and Television Fund Foundation. Marvel has not responded to the online petition, and they won't. But there is little doubt that Larson will keep the role as the studio is heading to Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Why is Larson so controversial? When Larson was first cast as the lead for Captain Marvel, she seemed like the perfect fit. Not only was she a rising star in Hollywood, that's pretty subjective, but she was also a huge comic book fan. Fans were originally excited about Larson joining the MCU, but there was a small shift in attitude months prior to the film's release. Larson, who has been very vocal about gender equality, created a bit of a stir when she commented about how things were overwhelmingly white males at her press conferences. While Larson was trying to advocate for positive changes, some fans took offense to her comments. As the premiere date for Captain Marvel got closer, those fans began nitpicking Larson's performance, saying things like she did not smile enough and did not have a good delivery. So they were critiquing an actress's performance. How sexist.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Fortunately, the success of Captain Marvel overshadowed this negative feedback, and Larson went on to play an important role in Avengers Endgame. And our survey showed that was a lie because she was in the movie for 15 minutes. He's also slated to reprise a role as Carol Manvers in Cat Pan Mediocre 2 despite the online petition. Will Larson leave the MCU? While Marvel seems confident about bringing Larson back, there have been rumors about her leaving the MCU ahead of Captain Marvel 2. Boy, would that be nice. To date, there has not been any evidence to suggest that Marvel is going to fire Larson. Given how Captain Marvel and Endgame made close to $3 billion combined at the box office, it would be a huge shock if she did not come back. Okay. All right, we have to. Just so there's not any confusion, we're here at boxofficemojo.com. When they say that Captain Marvel and Avengers Endgame did close to $3 billion or over $3 billion at the box office combined, let's see who did all the heavy lifting. On a budget of $356 million, Avengers Endgame made $2,797,800,564. $2.7 billion. Now, here we are at Captain Marvel. $1,128,274,794. And they don't give a budget for this, which is not shocking. So Avengers Endgame did 2.7. This did 1.1. So Avengers Endgame almost made $3 billion by itself. This, and of course, we're not forgetting that there was the ticket buying scandal by Disney, which is being audited by the IRS. There's a Securities and Exchange Commission investigation that's ongoing against Disney for some possible fraudulent accounting, which may explain how a movie that's so average made $1 billion, other than the fact that it's a Marvel movie, and like I said, it was sandwiched in between Infinity War and Endgame, and normies will swallow up anything that the House of Mouse serves up. So when are we going to get Captain Marvel 2? It's supposed to be sometime around 2022, but let's take a moment to remember all the fun we had around the release of Captain Marvel 1. And this right here is just a little shot of some of the people that I encountered in my travels and kind of giving some thoughts and opinions about the movie. Those are the kind of people that threw out the term, racist, sexist, bigot, incel. Anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. You can find us on social media at all these places: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Past podcasts available on Anchor, iTunes, and Spotify. Well, that's it. Until the next one, if I don't see you, have a great day and a pleasant tomorrow.